Okay, guys, so we are going to start now. So, how to start? So, first we will understand what project we are going to be discuss and what and all we are going to be writing and okay. So, first I will just draw a diagram. Excel draw. Okay, let's delete. So, I want to create a one website. Okay, so I am going to be one create a one website. So, what application I am doing? We are going to be discussing here. So this is the header page will be there, okay, and there are two things I am going to be discussed. One is a user module, one is a one is what the user module, and one is a places model. In the user model, he is going to be a register. What and all he is doing? He is going to be a register, a login. Okay, so this is the basic feature, and here add a places, edit a places, view places, and everything we are going to be discussing. So there we are adding a place name and image and description and everything. So there we are working. This is how we are going. One is what the user module. So here it is the user module, and one next is what a place module. It is module, okay, not model. Okay, so how we are going? So directly what we are doing, so if I want to create a normal react.js, what we are doing, so we are just creating a user.jsx, and there it is adding a login or else we are making a one user folder. There is a user registration login page we are doing, and then API integration. Again, places, we will create a places folder, and we are adding a what you can say, uh, modules. Okay, so here what? So this is one separate module, user module. What and all he is going to do? First, he is going to be registered, and he is going to be login, and he is going to be authenticated. What is authentication? Let's say, what is authentication in the sense, if you take any application or anywhere, so there is the everywhere authentication is there. Simple, you want to log into Gmail, you need authentication, right? You are going to be add a email and password and submit, or if you go for a Facebook. So what authentication means, what happens? Okay, I will explain first. First, every application, if you take a Netflix or Facebook, Zomato, Swiggy, or any application. So authentication means what? If you take your college only, what's your authentication? You should have an ID card and you are an admission. You had made an admission in the college. Then only you are authenticated, or else it is not authenticated. Okay. So now here what we are going to do here, I want to create. I will explain on. So Facebook authentication, how it will be happens. So here it is the first what he is going to do. He is going to be register username, password, and email or anything which field. See, you can take a three fields also. Almost all they what they will username, sorry, username, password, and email submit. So if you register means, so it is going to be hit to the server. Okay, your server might be in a Java or Node.js or Python or a backend application. So it is going to be hit to the backend application. So what is the username? The username should be something Virat, and email will be virat at gmail.com, and password will be 1234, something like that. So here register. Okay, once you click register, all these details is going to be split to the backend. So backend to the here the database. Virat, Virat at gmail.com 123, it is going to be sit in the database. So automatic, okay, it is okay. This is a registration is done. Means you have registered to the college or you are registered to the application. So that is over. So next is you are going to be log into the Facebook. So there you have a username, password, submit button. Once you click on this, let's say what is the username? The username is Virat. You will click, and password will be 1234 something. So once you click here, so again it is hitting to the server. Okay. So here what happens? One logic they will do whenever he logged in with the user credential, if he is an existing user. So Virat and 1234 already it is there. In the login page, you are entered Virat and 1234 correctly. So in the backend, it will generate a one secret key. Okay, so backend it will generate a one secret key. So that is called a ZWT secret key. Okay, so that's ZWT. ZWT is secret key. What is this key? What this key will do? So this key is okay. I will tell. You entered a username and password Virat and 123. So it will check for the database. So then it will return. Okay. So after login, where it is going to be written? It is going to be written to the your dashboard. So your Facebook dashboard means so all your information, how many posts, likes, comments, poke, etc. All your from the past 10-year data, it is going to be load. So that is sent from the here along with the this JWT token. So it is sent with the JWT token. So, what is a, how it will be JWT token? It is a some 100 character or something like that. It will be there. I will just show the one token how it will be there. I think the key should be you might see this one. So key should be like this. Okay. So some standard is there. Okay. So it will send a this key same JSON also it will be there, but value should not be a shape. It is keep on changing for every request. Okay, so this is how it will be there. Okay, so it is sent with the dashboard with the JWT token. So this is called a key. Okay, so this key is going to store into my local storage. Okay, user is not doing this one, developer is doing. Being as a front-end developer, I have created a register page and a login page. Once you registered, it is going to be hit to the backend, from backend to the database. Okay, then it is going to be register first. Then once you log in, it is check the database. Okay, if it is an existing user, send the profile information along with the JWT token. Question is why we need a JWT token? Okay, so we know this one. ZWT token is like a your key. Let's say your home key. This is a home key. So whenever you want to do any update or modify here, no, so you have to send the JWT token. Okay. Why? Because if you want to update this field, so you need to send the token again to server. It means you are an authorized user only updating this data. Got it? Update. So you want to change your mobile number. Okay, so your log you already registered and you have logged in and you are in the dashboard. You want to update your profile information. So while updating, you are going to be sent the ZWT token. Okay, so what it will do while sending the updated details, this backend will check the okay, he is a Vira. Okay, this token is sent by the backend team only. So then he is a authorized user. Okay, so update profile means what we are going to send. We are sending a username and what field to be updated and submit along with the token. So then it will, okay, so this token is a unique for every login. So then it is going to be update only Virat database only, not others database. Okay, so that is a JWT token. See something like that. Okay, you're going for the lodge, they are going to be key, they are going to be give a key, right? So that key is a what, that is authentication. So that key is with you only. You are only going to open the lodge room and everything. So after completion, so you are going to be hand over the key. Same thing, you have registered. Once that they register, uh, and you are going to be login, so there you are going to be get the JWT token. So JWT token, it is next you are going with like if you want to bring something from the lodge or something, so there you are going to be get the details. So JWT token, if you have a valid token, then only it will backend allow to update the database, or else it will not update. Okay, so this is how it will works. Okay, so uh, this is the this is the user model and place model. We are going to do it. So this is a generic one. If you go for any Android development, iOS development, or React.js development, the Angular, or so this is a universal standard. Okay, so these are all called a universal standard. So, how to JWT and everything. So then we are going to be start with a coding part here. So how we are going to be split here? Okay. Initially you will feel confused because this is a little bit uh, so a deep architecture. So definitely I'm telling first time you will feel confused, and if you go for twice or thrice, it is easy to understand. Okay. So here I want to create a one more project. What is the project name? So that project name is Wheat project. So we already know this one. npm create Wheat latest. Copy. We'll go here, right click, enter. So project name is something uh, tourist place, something like that. Okay, or a visitor place. Okay, let's say tourist place or something, or okay, enter. Okay, it should be in a small letter. Project name should be a small letter. Component should be a capital letter. So what project we are going? See, this is a npm create Wheat at latest means you can create a vanilla, Vue, React, pre-React, Elitis, Svelte, Solid, Quick, others and all. Okay. So I want to do React.js project and JavaScript. Okay, it's created. Okay. So now I want to go into cd to then npm install. Let create this one. See, daily wise, you have to do this project, okay? You cannot skip like this. CODE, sorry, CODE dot enter. So I have created a new fresh project. So that is a tourist place. So as I told, there are two main modules. One is a user module and a places module. So user is going to be register, login, and authenticate, add a places and everything. So places is like that: a view places, edit a places, display places. It is going to be there. Okay. So first, what I will do, I am discussing one more thing is called okay. First, I will write. So this is my folder. So I will do what I will do. I will take a one component. Okay. So first, what is the module? The module name is the user is folder. This is not a file. The user is a module, and one more is what places. Okay. So we have created a file. And the next it will come one more it will come. Okay, first we will write a inside a places and user. I want to create a two more folder. What is those folder? That is the components, and again pages. Okay, so this is for the place component. So again we are going to be create a component, I think components, and add a one more folder. So you have to click on user and click here pages. Okay. So we have created a two modules. Main module is there, places inside a component pages, and a user component pages. So this is the our basic architecture. And so why I am splitting like this? So that is a simple question you have. See, again I am going to be split into a piece of a code. So first we will understand what is a component and what is a pages. Okay. So what is a component and what is a page? What is a component? Anyone? What is a component? Don't know component is. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. Component is what? It is a JavaScript function. Okay. So we are repeatedly we are using this one. So that is we have created a component. So how it looks? So this is a normal JavaScript. We know this one. And what is the pages? So pages is a it is a one-time usable. So it means how and all I am going to be explain here. The components are reusable, but the pages are not reusable. So I mean to say, uh, this component, like whatever the component, X component, I can call in the places also. I can call into something other like hotels also. I can call in the hospital also this component. But pages is not like that. So pages is only belongs to this user module only. So places pages is belongs to the place module only. So this is not a reusable. So this is not a reusable. So this component is a reusable. Okay. So now what we are going to do? We are going to create a one by one code. So first, what are all the components we are going to be creating? uh, 1 minute. So pages means what we are going to be creating. First we'll go for the user. In the user pages, in the pages I want to create a user.jsx. Okay. See, I am telling that initially you will feel confused. Once it is going to be complete, like 3 to 4 classes, you will complete picture you will get. So why I am splitting into the component and all. So React functional component export. Save it. So this is I have created a one user component. So this is as I told, it's not reusable. So next we are going to be taken as a component. So what is that one? uh, User we have done. So the next we'll go for the component user list dot jsx and user list dot css and user item dot jsx and user item dot css. So here the CSS part I will give you. You no need to write because we already know this one. So we are not writing much. Okay. First we'll go here. Let's close this one. Yeah. So React function component export. So user list and I need to import a user list dot css. So how we'll get to know whether it is imported properly or not? So for that, hold a control and click here. If it is opening means, so then it is a installed properly. So then a React functional component export. So why I'm splitting and everything I will tell. No worries. Import user item dot css. Hold control and open it. So it is opening. So it's good. So we have splitted the component. So that's fine. Then I will go here. We'll close this one and I will go here. I will just go to the places. I will create the place component. So in the place component, what I have to do? So I am going to be say a page is not a place. Okay, the pages I want to create a new place dot JSX and React function component export. Save it. Okay, close this one. Okay, so why I'm creating this one component pages, you will not understood. Okay, let it be. So after 1 or 2 classes, you will get to know. So I am splitting into a component and pages. So why I have written this user.jx and all, you will get to know. Places also I have created pages. So this is a we are going to be call it. Okay. So now before that I want to run this one. How it looks now? So it looks like this. But actually I'm writing all these things. Okay. So now I will do one thing. I will remove all those things. So you already know how it looks if you do npm. What command we have to use here for the week project? Anyone? Yes, npm run dev. So why we using a week means so it will create a faster project. That's it. See, it is ready to open. Control, click here, so it will open here. But I don't want this one. So for that, I will remove all this stuff. Delete it. And we don't want anything here. CSS file. Sorry. So here I want a plain h2 the project something like save it. So we need to make a at the top means how to do right click, do inspect. So do root display block. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See, I have removed for the app.js, but in the index file, still it is referring a ID. For this, it is a CSS will be there. So here it is a the index of CSS is there, app.css is there. If you just see here, new ID root. For this, it is going to be applying a CSS. If I just show here, right click, inspect, see here, due ID root. If I just I will remove one minute. Where is that one? Okay, okay. I will remove all the CSS. I will remove all the CSS. Got it? Why? I have deleted from the app.js, but actual project where it is running in index.html. So again, we have an index.css. Okay, so that's why it is applying for the index. App is like a it is the innermost component, that is the root component. For the app specific, I have removed. Okay, so now I want to display the what are the user and places. Two components are there, so I need to display here by using a root. So why we need a what is a why we need a routing? Anyone? Why we need a routing? I told this one, not that one. To move from one component to the another component are pages. So there we need continuous rendering. That is a use effect. Okay, routing React.js. So getting started. So tutorial. So I will just use a Google React routers, React router 6 npm package. So if you just go here, okay, React router. I will just, or else I will just go here, router 6. Yeah, copy. Okay, here it is there. npm install react router dom 6. So that package I want to install here. I will take a one more tab here, right click, enter. So in the package.json, it is going to be installer react router dom 6. Yeah, it is added here. Okay, so now what I will do, I want to add a routing in the app.js. Yes, how to do? So for that, I need to import some of the basic files and all. That is a import flower bracket from React router DOM, browser router, com, sorry, as a router routes, comma, root. And if you want a link also, it will need in the future, we will add a link. And redirect also it is there, so we will add. Okay, so this is a standard browser router as a router, routes, and a root. So here I will go here, router and routes. Okay, in the routes, I want to pass the route. What are the two components? One is a places, one is a user. The first route by default I want to open is the user root forward slash end. So first one is what the router. So here the path. What is the path? After this URL. What is this URL? Uh, okay, after this URL, after forward slash, it should display the data. Okay, so path, what element to be loaded? So that element should be loaded equals to flower bracket, that is the component. So that component is import user from user pages user. So that user component we are going to be added here. Save it. How you will get to know whether it is imported properly or not? Hold a control key, and if I click means, so it has to be redirected to that component. So it is fine. Next, which is the next component? Anyone? Yes. See, I'm not asking a coding. It is asking a like a generic or common sense type of a questions here. Okay. So just I will just go for the root, end of the root. So path. See, if I want to go for the path, I need to give some, sorry, I need to go for some component. Either I can give something forward slash by default, and I want to give specific URL. For that, places, comma, new, and element equals to open close brace less than what is the component I want to import it? That is the new place. So before that, I will import first import new place from places pages new place. So here I will add a new place, save it. Okay, so fine. We'll go to the browser now. See, by default user is there. If I add a places, comma, new, which component will open now? Yes. See, the new place component is open. So this is called a routing. Okay. So why? Okay. By default, user is opening. Why user is opening? So I have mentioned in the root path of wherever it is the forward slash. Okay. Wherever it is a forward slash redirect to the user. Okay. Root element equals to. Okay. I will just remove this one. By default, user is there. Okay. There is a one more case will be there. One more case is what? After this path, somebody they don't know, like a new place or something that they will type. If the wrong URL also, it has to be redirected to the user. But if they mention the places, comma, new, so if it is a see by default it will open, so that is the case one in the React. Then 1 minute, I will add. After they will add a some path, so it will redirect. If they add a proper path, so it will redirect to the proper path. Okay, so this is called a two components are there. So that is a pages and what is this one? Users and places. So there we are going to be fetch the component. See what I have. Okay. Next, what we are going to do? We are going to be define a one more component. So that is the places users is done. So that is a shared. What is a shared in the sense? As I shown here, the user this is the form and this is a form, and a display the list is a table or a list. So here two times form is there. What I will do, I don't want to write a two times this form. I will write only one generic form here, one generic component. Okay. So whenever I want for register, I will pass a three parameters. What is that one? The you sorry I want a three column is so three props I want to pass, and I want a different style means I will pass the style prop. So, but form component is written only one time. So again, login also I will use a common component. So here I will pass a two value as a props. So one is a username and one is a password. CSS properties, there is a background color, height, width, and everything. I will pass as a props. But I will not write a two times forms. I will write a forms one and use a twice or a n times. So that is you will get to know how to do. So this is for the routing, okay. Sir, I don't want to. You might have a question like that. Okay, I don't want to. What you can say, type here, but I want to. I don't want to type anything here, but here only there is a what we can say navigation bar we needed means. So we have to add a navigation here. Okay, so how to add that is a um, navigation. So now in the nav we are taking a link here. So as I told, this is the link. A link is acting as an what we can say anchor tag in the HTML page. We are going to be click and redirect, right? So that is the anchor tag. So this is a 2 equals to colon forward slash. By default is a home and a control C, control V. So that is a user and a places. For the user, we have a what is this one? See, that is the user. Okay, by default is a user, and for the places, so this is the path. Control C, Control V, Control S. If I just go to the browser, so what is the mistake? Link component error in the above occurred. Okay, link is a valid element tag must in either children or a sorry. This is a capital link. I don't know, biggest mistake. Save it. Okay. So by default user will be there. If I click, this is the user and this is the places. If I click a user, user is coming. If I click a places, it is a how it is there. Either you can see, if I click a user, by default nothing is there. If I click a places, the places new, this is a new places coming. Okay, so this design is not there. Okay, we are designing a good design. So just I am going to be remove this one. So just for your knowledge purpose, I have told. If you have a website, if you want to go for user places, so this is called a routing. So switching between the pages or a component is called a routing. Okay, so next I will go for the user file. Hmm. So here first we will go for the user.js. Okay. So in the user.js, I will write in the page. I will go here. So for user means what are all the fields I want to add it here. There are two more components are there. What are all the two more components? So user list and user item. Okay. So first we will go with the user list and user item and users. Okay. First we'll go for the not our user or user list. Okay, let's go to the okay. First we'll go for the pages users only. I want to define what is the user. The user is something information about a user. So what are all the fields should be there, so that is we need to define. Okay, so we don't have a backend, but I want to create a local data array. So for that, constant users equals to bracket. What is the user type now? Can anyone? Yes, array of object. So this is the square bracket array. So this is a JSON object. So that is why array of object. So first what I will do, I will take a ID. I will take a one ID, something called a U1, and name equals to John or anything you can take it, and image. So I will make it as a small image. So what I will do, I will take a what you can say, one image here. Uh, from where I will just go for the Pixabay, which okay. So this one I will take right click, inspect. Control C. So I will use this image URL and places equals places is 3. Okay. So this is the a page. Okay. So this page should be number of times is calling, but it cannot be reused for somewhere. Okay. So uses places is 3. So now what I will do, so this user data, I am going to be passed as a props to the user list. Where is the user list? User list is here. So for that, how to send the props? User list. User list. So it is not there. So for that, I need to import. Import user list from components. See, there are two components, user list and user item. I will take a user list. So user list is here. Both the names are correct. So then I want to pass the props. What is the props? So that is called the items equals to floor bracket. Then you, I will make it as in a caps. Okay. Users, users. Okay. See, this is the page component, user page component. So in that we are passing this data, user array data as a props to the user list. So I will come for the user list here. Okay. So in the user list, I am passing a component. So then we are taking a here. Just we'll go here, save it. So I want to take as a prop. So that's why the constant user list equals to and props. Just I will remove this one. Okay. So how props? What is the value? Can anyone tell? Yes, exactly. Props dot item. How we are passing the items. So what items contains user information. So props dot items. If I do props dot item, it is going to be print the value. Okay. First we'll check here. Okay. So this is the what I will do. I will just remove this one. Okay. I will just add a return image. The first one is what? If props dot items dot length is equals to 0, open close brace, and return bracket due something called a no users found. Okay, so we are going to be write a css, but we already written a css, just we are giving you. So just we are concentrating on only architecture and a javascript and a react component. So css anyhow we have written, so I will just give you as well center. Okay, see if the items dot length dot 0, props dot items dot length equals to 0 means then we are going to be written this one. If we have a one more written bracket enter, so you will, so if you have a props item I want to display with the unordered list. Okay, for this unordered list also the class name users list, and in the bracket I want to pass the what is this one, uh, props dot items dot what is next to iterate map. Say I want to iterate data, right? So here I will take a user is a one temporary variable equals to bracket. Again, what I am doing here from the user list, it is taking the list. Individual item I will operate in the user items. So you will feel difficulty to understand. No worries, I will explain. So for that I need to import a user item. Import user item from components user item. For the user item I want to pass the data. So key equals to user dot id and id equals to user dot id. The next is what, a image. image equals to open close brace user dot image, name equals to user dot name, place count equals to user dot places. Okay, so I will just right click, format a document, so it will come like this. So then see, I have taken a data from where? This is the user array. From that is the from the user array, we are passing to the user list component. In the user list component, I am checking if the prop float item is length, then we have to tell no user found. If you have a prop float item, so then props dot item dot map. So we are iterating to the, we are sending a props to the again for a user item key, ID, image, name, place count. So then I will go for the where user item dot jsx. Okay, so here what we are going to be uh, user item dot jsx. So in the user item dot jsx, again we are taking as a props only. So for that, for constant, the user item equals to then props. Okay, I will just remove all those things. So UL is here. UL is here. So the user item they are passing as a prop. So that is one I will display with the li. In the li, so as I told, you don't need to worry about CSS. Whatever I will write, you just write it. Class name, the user hyphen item for the each individual list item, and I have a div dot the class name. What is the class name? User hyphen item underscore underscore two times, then content. Okay, so this is the user content. Then div, I have taken a div dot user hyphen item underscore underscore image. Save it, and the image source props dot image, and alternative should be props dot name. Clear? So this is the for the image is done. Next we are going to user info div dot user hyphen item underscore. See, these are all the predefined classes. You just write how we are going to be written. So that is the info. Save it. First h2 will be bracket props dot name, and h3 props dot place count. So there I will use a, this is the count it is going to be discussed. Where is the count? The count is here, 3. If it is a more than 1, it is a places. If it is a 1, it has to be a place. So how we have to write here? So I will check one more. Props dot place count is equals to 1. See, this count value is 1. So that time take a name as a place. Or else what you have to take? Anyone? Yes, places. If software item dot 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ place ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋ, more than 1 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ places ತಗೋ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Save it. Is done. Okay. So Control Shift I. U1 is not defined. Yeah, so that is we need to make it as a string. See, this is how it is going to be discussed, display here. Got it? User places. So we are discussing about user, right? So for this one, we are going to be write a CSS, but we are not writing. Even I am giving the CSS for you guys. No worries. So we have already CSS here. I will just go to here. Uh, User places. One is a user list. Open. So this is a user list.css. Control C. I will just go here. User list.css. So if you want to type it, you can type it. Pause the video for this location and next user item.css. Control C. We'll go to user item.css. Control V. Control S. We'll go to the browser. See here. You will find a little bit CSS here. Okay, so I will try to explain here the architecture. I have a user list page. Here I have a users. Here we have a what users we have. Okay, then I am. This is what this is a page. It is not reusable. So you can take it as we are connecting to the backend or a database. Okay. The next what we are going to do, we are going to take a one more thing that is called a component. So what is that component? That component name is a user list. So this data I am taking as a props from the user component to the user list. Again, I am taking a one more component. That component is a user item. See how I am splitting. So here it is a unordered UL and here it is a list item. So in future you can use this component passing a props. Okay. So this is the how I am splitting here. So normal component what we are doing, we are writing all this code into one. How? So here I am taking a array and is UL. In the UL, I am doing that is a what is it? User dot map, then li. Everything we have writing. This is not the way. Whenever you are developing in a big application, so you have to maintain the this architectural diagram. Okay, user is having a data, so that is a. I will just see, this is the user page. The user page is what? It is having a data. So here it is there. The next it will come. It is going to be passed to the user list. So user list, what we are going to do? We are uh, taking all the key value and passing to the user item. So user item. So here it is going to be print all the data. So these are all the respective CSS are there. So this is how it will work. So you might see like that, okay? So here I have done props dot item dot length equals to 0, the no user fund. What does it mean? If there is a no user here, I will just remove this one. So what I am sending? I am sending a empty prof. So what is the output? See, no users found because the users it is going to be sent here. So props dot items dot length is equals to 0. Is it true or false? Props dot items dot length true. So then if block will be executed, no records found is shown. When it will be false, control S props dot items dot length is equals to 0, true or false? Yes. So whenever the condition is true, if block will be executed. Whenever it is false, it will not execute this one. That is simple for that. So we are going to be design more on this one. So again, you just follow this one. Initially, you will feel difficulties as days goes on. It is easy, no worries. 100% everybody is got a confusion. So if I have traversed for one or two thrice, so definitely it will work. So